What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. And this is a video about an Instagram post that I made today. And I'm going to read it to you. I can't recite it, but it says, don't let them fool you. They're just trying to figure it out like everyone else. Don't let the idea that you don't know what you're doing stop you from pursuing something. Learn as you go. Study your ass off. If someone else has done it, why can't you or I? And I think that's the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because I felt like the Instagram post was sort of like a quick punch, but just to unpack it a little bit, a lot of times we think that if we want to try to achieve something and we look at someone else that's doing it, we automatically have this mental thing to think they are either smarter than us, they are, they're more talented than us, they have better resources than us, they have an advantage, insert excuse here. And the more I've been taking leaps and going out of my comfort zone to start things that I'm not familiar with, I don't know what I'm doing, I know that there's a steep learning curve, whatever it is, I'm learning more and more that the information is out there. And it's the same thing that I did with the Drummer's Resource podcast. I think that I discount that because I was like, oh, it's about drumming, so it's something that I already know. And that's an excuse. So when I'm, starting new things and trying to learn new things, I automatically go into this mindset like, oh, that's what everybody else does because they're smarter, they're this, they're that. But the mindset shift, if you can make it to think, okay, if someone else has done this and they are anything remotely like me, then I can do it too. So then you figure out how did they get there? So they educated themselves. So they spent a lot of time studying. They spent a lot of time in the trenches, learning, failing, repeating. They asked really good questions. And the most important thing is they just started going down the path. So for me, I'm studying a bunch of different stuff now, and when you look at something from the beginning, it looks like this huge mass of just stuff, like knowledge and whatever you're learning. If you're learning, say like real estate, there's like terms and this and that. And there's all these different things that if you look at it from the outside, it's like, how the hell am I going to learn all this stuff? Like, it's so much, there's so much information out there, and it's all sort of disjointed. And once you just open up the book and start reading, or get online and start getting involved in forums, or watch some videos on YouTube or whatever it is, you start to realize that, like, oh, there's sort of like chunks of information. And this thing has, all these four things have something to do with this one particular topic. And these 4 or 5 things are tied into this topic. And this is happening especially for me with this real estate stuff that I'm doing, but it's an interesting concept in general, because I think that I know looking back, like Steve Jobs always says, you can only connect the dots looking backwards. So when I learned drumming, when I learned how to play drums, and then I learned styles and I learned all these different things, now looking back, I realize that there's like, okay, there's certain things that you need to learn in this box, and then certain things that you need to learn in this box. Then you take all of them and put them together and you make your own thing out of it. But we automatically think that if it's something that we don't know, or if it's something that seems overwhelming, or it seems like it's such a tall mountain that we're trying to climb, we see other people who've done it, we automatically go into excuse mode. And I've noticed this with myself. And then once you put in the work a little bit, you're like, oh, okay. And you start learning and you start educating yourself. And I remember watching a Will Smith, I always bring up Will Smith because I'm from Philly and I like Will Smith, but I remember him talking about the idea that if you want to do something, someone has already done it and they wrote a book about it. So I commented on that Instagram post today. I said that there's videos on YouTube about it, there's blogs about it, there's meetups in your neighborhood with people who talk about it, there's podcasts about it, there's websites about it, and about it, what I mean by it is whatever the thing is that you're trying to learn. And getting out of that mindset, it's such a limiting belief to think that we can't figure it out because all these other people have done it and they must be smarter than us or be better equipped or whatever it is. The only reason they're better equipped is because they took the time to learn, or they took the time to go out and network with people, or they took the time to watch 1,000 videos on YouTube, or to read 1,000 articles, or whatever it is. And I'm learning this more and more, and it's starting to become such a freeing feeling and such a liberating feeling to know that anything I want to learn, or anything that I want to do, I should say, is learnable. Like, the skills are learnable. So just follow in the footsteps of whoever you want to follow that has done that. You can just follow in their footsteps. You can literally read the same books. You can literally do the same things that they did. The information is already out there. And for me, getting into that mindset and opening that door for myself has become super liberating, just to know that, like, this sounds so cheesy, but it's almost like, well, fuck, like, anything's possible then, right? I mean, within reason. Like, I'm not going to be able to play in the NBA no matter if I follow everything that Kobe Bryant did. That's not going to happen because I'm too short. And I mean, we don't have to talk about the lack of basketball skills, my age, all that other stuff. But yeah, it's only because I'm too short. But so, it has to be within reason. But knowing that other people have done it, it makes it possible. They're not smarter than us. They're not better, they don't have better resources than us. They don't have any advantages. They just did the work. They went out, they learned how to do it, and they did the work. And I'm trying to adopt that mindset every single day, to know that if there's something that I can't do, or something that I don't know about, there's information out there. I can learn, I can get better, and I can be the best at it. If I wanted to be, if I put the time in, I can be the best at it. And that's a really liberating thing when you open that door for yourself. So that's something that I'm contemplating. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Do me a favor. If you watch this video, do two things. One, subscribe beneath and tell me something that you want to learn, or that you're striving for, and you either don't know how to do it, or you don't think that it's possible. I'd love to hear your comments. Let's start a dialogue. I want to hear what you have to say about that. And two, please subscribe. That's all I ask. Subscribe. It's free, and anytime I come out with a new video, you will get an update. New videos every week. And I don't know. I hope that made you think a little bit. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.